Well, welcome to part 2. So this is going to be my adventures with Wilmer when I was up in Pennsylvania. So first we're going to start out at the Connellsville Canteen for the HO layout that's there. Then we're going to look a little bit at his son Buck's layout. He's got both N-scale and O. And then move on to Brian Van Dyke's O-scale layout, which is really cool. After that, we've got some adventures running around looking at old bridges, old railroad bridges and things like that. So I hope you enjoy this. Here it is. Alright, so this is the layout in the Connellsville Canteen. There's just an overview of the layout. You can see Uncle Wilmer down there. And so let's try to get some close-ups of some of the details. There's a lumber manufacturing plant. I'll try to zoom in on it. You can see over there. Wow. This layout is 22 by 50. See over here if we can zoom out. Get the church. This one church, you can see they're having a, looks like they're having a funeral there in the back. Very detailed. See the barn there with the mail pouch tobacco sign on it. So here's the turntable.
I think my favorite scene is the log.
And the yard. What a massive yard. See if we can get a picture up here of the coal loader. I'll zoom in on it.
So much to take in.
All right, there's a train and a passenger train passing the freight. And then these, this town was all scratch built from buildings that were in West Virginia. And he measured all those buildings and then came back and scratch built them. Let's just zoom in on some of the details. Just beautiful. Right. Let's just take a look at those trestles. Wow. All scratch built. Oh, the town up in the mountains. Zoom in on it. All right, over here. Over here we have some coke ovens. Incredible. It's a beautiful layout.
Yeah, sometimes we do those cars on, or other times we'll put the log cars on in the back there and put it in the coke.
All right, this is Buck's layout, Uncle Wilmer's son. And he's got an O-gauge layout up at the top, going behind the television. There it is. And then two separate in scale levels. Middle, and then we're running it on the bottom right now.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be awful. So it's like,
no, these are
all right. So
yeah, the new ones they didn't come out.
I have been brought to an O scale
Well, I
layout.
wanted 2 of each in case I ever decided to
And
sell one.
how incredible is this? So it takes up upstairs 3 rooms. I think there's 4 levels to it. Just incredible. You can see
And I took
there.
one of these, I have an or 2 like this.
And then a collection
I
of
bought new on eBay.
some of his
I bought new,
locomotives.
Stuck it on a board. the same
Look at
color I
that.
had. I went to start off
This is all O
with
scale.
no
It's just
board.
just incredible.
And
He's got
I
over
hated
500,
to. I had
probably
six,
over 550
but I ended up
locomotives.
taking a board out of
Just
that, and I stuck
what a massive collection. It's beautiful. Let's see part of the layout. The turntable was handmade. That's just, man, it's beautiful.
But see how the tracks. Well, I ended up taking this track apart. It's under that wood. It was a dead end. It stopped.
Let's go in this
well,
other
no, it
room.
curved into the hill. Then, but I took it apart. I got wood.
So we can see the some of the track in here as well. Back out my camera a little bit. Work in progress, and it is beautiful. Some more of the boxes containing locomotives and cars, etc. If you go back this way,
Started dragging up the track, and it almost fell off and caught it.
you can see more of the locomotive collection, and also sets of passenger cars. Just Uncle Wilmer said it would be a wow, and it is. What a nice layout, and also a nice collection too. I'm really impressed. Let me come back in here, and you can see
there's
Uncle
Robert
Wilmer
filming.
and there's Uncle Wilmer filming.
This is a 212.
I'll let you through here, buddy.
All right.
Well, you have to back up.
All right.
I had one too many burritos.
Beautiful steam engines there.
See, that's a new 212.
Look,
That's one of them.
All that right
This
there,
is just
Robert,
the black
Mhm.
one.
that's real concrete. He made that
Oh
all out
wow!
of concrete.
So that's all
I got
concrete.
3 of these. I got
Yeah, if you ask
this
one about it,
I
he'll
got
tell you
black
how to
on
do
it, which this is red, and this is all red. And then I got the Santa Fe Valley Flyer.
Now let me
This is silver and this is silver. This one here, the one marker
back.
is broke.
And that's as wide as my camera goes.
He gave
So
it to me for cost.
see back in there, more locomotives,
Couple more.
beautiful steam engines.
They're everywhere. Right? There's one back in there.
Nice coaling tower there. What a nice collection.
We squeeze back through, there's more back.
All right, so we're about to see a big boy come through here. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna try to catch it over on the other side. Oh, there it goes in the tunnel. It's hard to see. Let's see, there it is coming out again.
All my boards here, and I drilled these and brought the antennas out through.
It's doing that because you have that rail sound setting.
Comes the big
Yeah, you have the rail sound setting.
All right, so here's a stone arch bridge over Dunbar Creek. Uncle Wilmer says it's built by the B&O, and it looked like a Western Maryland used it too, because it runs into Western Maryland down a little bit further down that way. So in a minute I'll get on the other side of it, but I'm going to see if I can make it up there. I don't know if I can. If I get video from up there, you'll see it too. If I can't make it up there, then I won't be up there. All right, can everybody see Uncle Wilmer way down there? He's filming me and I'm filming him. And look how far away he is when I zoom out. And over there is there's the creek over there. So over that way you can see where the bridge drops off. I hope you can see that. But this, I think there was a metal plate girder bridge or something across the rest of the way. You see probably the spur ran over that way towards the left. All right, so let's look around. Nothing but overgrown bushes now, but the track would have run that way, and I know it probably ran into the Western Maryland because down the road about a half mile there's a steel bridge that still says Western Maryland on it, so this probably ran into it. But I think Uncle Wilmer told me the B&O built this. Right now it's just a lot of trees and bushes, so I hope I don't run into poison ivy. I'm sure the snakes will get out of my way, but I'm not sure about the poison ivy. Alright, let's go back down and go to the other side of the bridge. And just before we go down, you can see here's the other side and the river running off that way. So, like I said, we'll hike on back down and look at the other side of this bridge. Alright, so here's the creek that I was showing you from up above, and now we'll pan over, and I hope I'm getting it in the picture because the sun's in my eyes. There's the stone arch, and I was up there on top just a minute ago. So there it is. We'll go back down the road, and there's a show you the Western Maryland Bridge. Okay, we're coming up on another bridge before we get down to the Western Maryland one, but this might be the Western Maryland too.
I think it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
but just look at the trestle. I mean, it's just beautiful. And there's the steel part up there going over the road, not used, of course, but here's I don't know if these are those tracks off the bridge that are in front of us, or that stone arch bridge, or if
that's still in use because there's a sign right up there. So I don't know where they went to.
So they must have the tracks off of that stone arch bridge must have had a diamond up here just on the other side of that trestle or something like that. So,
yeah.
Wow. Beautiful.
No trespassing.
All right, so we don't want to get arrested today, so maybe another day. But we'll go back and we'll take a look at that bridge, that other bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, so exploring a little bit more, we found these piers, and I bet these are, and Uncle Wilmer thinks, yeah, that's what went up to that stone arch bridge.
Yeah.
So, and also we noticed back up on the that trestle over the water treatment plant that the piers are wider than just a single track. So we're supposing there was originally a double track on there. So never know what you can find when you're exploring.
Right.
All right, so here's the other trestle I was talking about. As you can see up there on the side, it still says Western Maryland Railway. So just wanted to get a picture of that before we leave the area. Nice to see old stuff like that still around. Too bad more of it isn't. All right, and we're just getting a little picture of the yard as we cross over it. Not too full, but it looks a little busy. CSX engine there, probably a remote unit, since both the beacon lights are flashing. Just good luck we got to stop on the bridge here. All right, so out in our travels, we came across another interesting trestle. I don't know if it's in use or not, but I just looked at the side of it, and the name on it is the Pittsburgh and West Virginia Railway. Very interesting. Something I wasn't really sure about, because I've never heard of the railroad myself, but it's kind of an interesting trestle up there. So get you a good picture of it. All right, well, I think that's going to end our railroad adventures for this vacation. So stay tuned for more.